Okay, guys, me again. Even on the same day, just no uploads for the longest time. Then just boom, 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 boom. All those uploads. I got a message from YouTube. They wanted me to make more videos. Just kidding. They don't. All right, so a couple of things that I missed in the previous video. I did not talk about her main job because I did not put two and two together. Obviously, like big news, it's just under limited cost unit, but some people might be curious or have already figured out from other sources, but I'll just confirm. From this image, we can actually tell that her main job is going to be a glove type job. Now, if you're following along at home, it essentially means energist. So her main job, which roughly translates to rose blooming on the beach, is a upgraded version, it would seem, of a energist type job, because she is a magic type damage unit, and also she is using those that kind of glove. So I would assume that this is going to be a upgraded version of the energist. Not 100% certain on that, but it is looking like so. And as I previously commented in my last video, it seemed a little bit strange that we were missing some information about a brand new weapon to go with a brand new unit, and here we are. So here is the brand new glove type weapon. It's been a long time since we've seen another glove, so I am quite happy to see a new piece of equipment here, and I think it will be a welcome addition to the game. I don't know why my camera is thinking. Some camera Viagra. But that might not be the only thing that you noticed here. You might have noticed this here picture once I loaded up the news. This is going to be the next little event, a side story style event. This is not part of the intermission. The intermission is focused around Sedali and Exia, which is not really much of a spoiler for anybody who's been playing the game. But there are spoilers in the intermission, so we won't talk about that. Now, this, on the other hand, is really interesting because we've seen young Sedali, we've seen Exia recently, and now it seems that we are getting a glimpse at 3 more potential units for the future. Who didn't want a 4th version of Helena? And here she is. Helena, it looks like younger version. Wow. Aunt's mom, no wonder went for her. And not only are we looking at Helena there, we're also looking at Oelde in a younger version. So I'm sure that there are some people out there who are just like, wait a minute, young version of Oelde? Oelde might actually become really good? Hey, it happened with Macherie. It can happen with Oelde too, but 4th version of Helena, revealed, not an actual unit yet, but could become a unit at some point in the future, so please keep an eye out for that. And Oelde as well, potentially getting a 2nd version and being kind of an interesting one. We are missing a fire elemental unit, and the new version of Helena is not that fire unit. We're still due for a really strong fire elemental unit, and young Oelde. We have seen these side stories end up being potentially indicative of who would be the 2nd character in the mid-month. Now, that's not the only possibility here, because Oelde could be a fire type unit. He could be the fire type unit, but we've talked about the left, we've talked about the right. Let's talk about the center one, and who could that be? But actually, I think it's Glacie's mom, which is also really interesting. And there's been a long time fan theory that since Glacie is water and Curie is fire or ice, well, I mean, you'd have to imagine that Glacie's mom would have to be one amazing warrior, even the soul burning brightly. What I'm basically getting into, trying to hint at here is Glacie's mom could also be the fire unit, and could be the unit in the 2nd half of the month for JP. Now, honestly, normally I wouldn't do just another video just for this, but this is pretty interesting. I mean, it's we've seen a lot get dropped on us potentially for And this is just kind of interesting. You know, we have a summer unit here. We have Helena, and she is looking quite the younger than some of the versions, which make her look a little more mature. This makes her look really young. We got Oelde here, and we have who is a you know, pretty safe assumption that it's Glacie's mom. It would be an interesting addition to the game since Glacie got a new version recently, and this is a character we haven't heard too much about. But yeah, side story starting on August 1st will not only feature a brand new weapon for a Energist type role, but will also feature this right here, a brand new side story featuring the younger version of two of the characters that we already know, and a third character yet to be named, and also yet to truly be discovered. So, I mean, we'll see the banners probably announced tomorrow and producer live letter sometime over the weekend. Let me just see here really quickly. This one is called One Flower Blooming on the Battlefield is the name of it. It will feature some bonus stuff for Swimsuit Helena, as well as awakening materials and a high difficulty quest for the weapon. But it doesn't feature any extra details about story-wise, so I guess we'll have to wait, see what that is. But there you go, another piece of interestingness. Normally I don't get to focus too much on the side stories, but here we are. That's pretty cool. I dig this. I dig that we are kind of going through the intermission stage right now and focusing a lot on some backstories, which is kind of interesting and potentially giving new life to old characters. So, although Helena doesn't really need it so much, but Oelde, yeah, sure. Let's get that new version of Oelde in there. Why not? Let's get Glacie's mom. Why not? We need some more super characters. Either of these could be the higher character. Imagine if we got a double Helena month. Oh, that'd be so rough on some people, but I think the husbando guys definitely need, and husbando players definitely need something. So let's get that going. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.